Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube Channel. Good morning. Hope you are all staying safe and keeping well. I sincerely thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel and follow the channel. If you find the contents of the videos uploaded in this channel useful, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification or the bell icon so that you can be notified when a video is uploaded. Kindly share the videos with others or on the internet. In the last episode of Know Your Mind segment, we spoke about the first element of Jungian structure of the human psyche, namely the ego. In this episode, we clarify Jungian notion of the persona. The Latin term persona literally means a mask. The origin of this term is related to the theatrical masks the Greek actors of antiquity wore to hide who they were and to depict the roles they played during artistic performance. As a psychological reality, persona is quite the same. It is that part of the human personality that arises and comes into existence for reason of adaptation or personal convenience. Persona is the system of adaptation each individual develops and the manner he assumes in order to deal with the world. Persona lies between the ego and the society. Thus, persona is a complicated system of relations between the individual consciousness and the society, fittingly like a mask, designed to make a definite impression upon others while concealing the true nature of the individual. It is that part of the ego we show to the world. Hence, persona can be seen as the public packaging of the ego and the ego's public relations part that allows us to interact socially in variety of situations with relative ease. In fact, our social success depends on having reasonably well-functioning persona that is flexible enough to adapt to different situations and capable of being good reflection of the ego qualities which lie behind it. For this reason, the persona is necessary part of everyday functioning. Thus, persona is our public image. Persona shields the ego from negative images. Persona grows out of the need in childhood to adapt to the expectations of parents, teachers, authority figures, and peers. And so it could mean that persona leans towards embodying the best and the desirable personality traits, while leaves out negative and socially undesirable traits. It represents all the different social masks we wear or social roles we play among the various groups and situations. We wear these masks in public in order to display certain image about us, such as father, mother, chief, artist, official, medical professional, president of a nation, teacher, and the like. Thus, every calling or profession has its own characteristic persona, as certain kind of behavior is forced upon them by the world, and the persona helps the professionals to live up to these expectations. For instance, a doctor is expected to behave as a doctor should, with patience and sympathy towards his patients, and any propensity for impatience and hostility would not be accepted from a doctor. Hence, the persona of a doctor as a social mask calls for subduing primitive urges, impulses, and emotions that are not considered socially acceptable as a doctor, so that he can carry on his professional life normally in his socio-historical situation. Therefore, persona is as the result of social adaptation that plays an important role in our dealing with others in the society. Over the course of our development, we learn that how we must behave in certain ways in order to live according to society's expectations and norms. In the process, we develop the persona we need to adapt to the world around us, to fit into the society we live in, and to deal with social situations. The difficulty with people's persona arises when they become excessively identified with their persona and the social role they play with its assistance. For instance, a teacher who cannot leave behind her work persona may treat everyone as though they are in the primary school and tell them what to do. Or a celebrity identified with her persona of a star actor would do anything to maintain her stardom. When this extreme identification with the persona happens, they can lose sight of their ego and the self that lies behind the ego, doing a great deal of damage to themselves as individuals and persons. When the ego and the self are completely identified with a persona, both individuality and personality are completely repressed and become nothing but a pure fiction. This can make people to adapt themselves maximum to the society, totally ignoring their individuality and personality. At this point, the damage is done, as they will be entirely unaware of themselves and the real world in which they live, but only caught up in the roles they play in the environment, resulting in an inflated persona. An inflated persona is a shallow, brittle, conformist kind of personality, which is, as it were, all persona, with its excessive concern for what people will think about them. Such people would sacrifice themselves to the wishes of others unconditionally, not because they are pious and saintly, but because they do not have the courage to be truthful and endure the conflict. Though it would be annoying to be with such people, the serious part of people having an inflated persona is that it may leave major aspects of their personality unrealized, stunt their overall personal growth, and make them significantly impoverished as individuals and persons. While you need a persona to interact socially with others, it is important to take care that you do not get stuck with an inflated persona. Your persona is well functioning as long as you know that neither your ego nor yourself is identified with your persona, and you are able to differentiate the self and the ego from your persona. The functioning of your persona becomes problematic and dangerous if you are unconscious of it. That is, you do not have the right conscious awareness of your persona, or you over-identify with your persona. That is, you are unable to differentiate your persona from your ego and the self. Thus, either when you are unconscious of your persona or over-identify with your persona, there is the need to bring about the disintegration of the persona, which consists of shattering of your persona, creating a state of chaos and disorientation, so as to build up a helpful persona. In handling the process of disintegration of the persona, you can choose three different approaches. Firstly, negative restoration, wherein you pretend that you are as you were before the crucial experience in order to adapt to the status quo. Thus, here you hide your true ego and the self. Secondly, absences of restoration, where you live without a persona and cannot possibly interact with your environment and the world, which is both impossible and undesirable. Thirdly, positive restoration, wherein you develop a persona you are fully conscious of and which does not hide your true self. The third approach is the right measure you must take in dealing with an inflated persona. Thus, persona is an organic functional complex. Functioning along with your ego in the conscious realm helps your ego to interact with the outside world. Your persona is unique to your ego and you as an individual. Hence, you need to consciously step into your own persona when engaging with the world. However, since the whole process is a functioning part of your psyche, it happens naturally to you. In the next episode, we will continue our analysis of the Jungian structure of the human psyche. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.